Hi guys, welcome to our first JavaScript tutorial video. In this video, we will be creating a simple BMI calculator using JavaScript, and we will be using HTML5 for creating the simple frontend. So in order to not increase the video length to a greater extent, I have pre-created the HTML file. I'll just walk you through it and show you what we will be doing it for today. So, so this is our working directory. In this working directory, we have an index.js file, and we have a script.index.html file and the script.js file. So I'll open the index.html file in our browser. So guys, this is a simple BMI calculator wherein we have used enter weight in kilogram, enter height in meters, and then we have a calculate button, and then we have a result. So we will be entering data here of weight and height, and we'll press this calculate button. After that, result will be displayed, and once that result is displayed, based on that result, we'll get the comment of overweight, underweight, and healthy weight. And we will be doing this with the help of JavaScript. So let me open the code file. So guys, this is the code file of index.html. Here we are having the normal HTML template. We have given the title as simple BMI calculator, and in the body we are using the h2 heading tag for simple BMI calculator. We have used three labels. One is for weight, one is for height, and the other is for result. And then we have used the input tag, and we have used the line break in here. So input tag contains the ID of weight, height, as well as the result. The result input type is read only, and then we are using the paragraph for displaying the weight status. So currently this file is not functional because let's say we put in any amount of unnecessary data and we press, we are not getting anything in return. That we will be coding in JavaScript and making it functional. So without wasting much of time, let's jump onto this JavaScript file. So JavaScript file is empty here, and I'll be coding the JavaScript part in this video. So let's create a function, and let's call it BMI calculator. Okay. In this function, we will declare three const variables, which will be const weight, and then const height. Let's declare the variable first, and then we will assign the value to these variables, which will be of type constant. That is, these values can't be changed once entered. Weight status element. Now we will be applying parse float, which is generally used to convert the coming in HTML value to the float type of number. So we'll use our document dot get element by ID. We'll fetch the values entered in front end through the, we'll access it with the ID of weight, which we have declared in this index.html, and we'll pass this value here. So this is the first value. Second, for height we will use parse float document dot get element by id, and we'll pass our height will be of small, and then we'll pass our value in here, and for weight status element we will get it through the paragraph id. So document dot get element by id. So the paragraph id is weight status. Now we will add a check. By mistake I have added this curly braces, guys. So I have removed it now, and we'll add a check in the if condition. So that check will be if is NaN, then we'll add weight, our const variable of weight, and the same we will check for height. So we'll add ampersand, we'll be using AND gate in here, the logical operator, and we'll check is NaN. So basically if is NaN will be false, or if is NaN not a number for height and weight, both of these parameter, if it is false, then if block of code will not get executed. If it is true, then only the if block of code will get executed, and then we'll add a else part in here. So else part is there. Else, in else part we'll fire an alert, and we'll say please enter valid weight and height, and then we will declare a variable called as let result. Actually, let for weight, height, and weight status, let's use let, because let can be changed, const can't be changed. So we will be using let. And anyway we use const or let, the operation will work smoothly. So in the result we'll pass the formula for calculating the BMI, which will be let result weight and then height to the power 2. Height to the power 2. Okay. After that we will get this result. So basically document dot get element by id. We'll get this, we'll fetch this result, and after fetching its value, we will be using two fixed method to get the accurate result up to 2 decimal digits. After getting the result for the weight comment, whether you are the underweight, healthy weight, or the overweight, I'm using the if else condition here for first, and I'll be using the if else condition in here. So if result is let's say less than 18.5. So for the weight status element dot text content, we will pass under weight. Then we will be using an else if condition. Else if, let's say, result is greater than equal to 18.5, and we will give the AND gate, and result is less than 25. Result is less than 25. We will be uh, assigning for weight status element dot text content, we will say healthy weight. Guys, these data about the BMI which I find out was through online research. So basically, when your BMI number is between 18.5, when it is equal to 18.5 and greater than 18.5 and less than 25, you have a healthy weight. So based on that data, we are coding our condition in JavaScript. So in another else part, we'll say, let's in another else part, our BMI is greater than 25, but we don't have to specify that since we have already specified in if and else if. So lastly, we'll say if BMI is greater than 25, our weight status element dot text content will be overweight category. So that's it. We have successfully coded our function, and one last part is pending. We will be adding an event listener for the button, so that whenever the calculate button is pressed, this particular BMI calculator is called. So we'll first get the element by ID, and in this element we will be passing the ID of calculate, the button ID which is, and then we will add our event listener. So the purpose of event listener is when this particular button will be pressed, this BMI calculator method will be called. So apart from adding event listener, we can also use on click in the HTML template, but I prefer to call the uh, event listener. So that's it, guys. We have finished coding our function BMI calculator. So let's check if it is working or not. And based on the work, we may optimize this code. I'll show you that also, how we can optimize this code. So yeah, let's check it. Okay, our BMI calculator is open. Let's refresh the page. Let's give in some weight. So let's say I'm giving 76 and I'm giving the height in meters as 1.6 meter, and let's calculate. So you can see, guys, result is 29.69 and our weight category is overweight. So I'll change the weight. I'll make it 60 and we'll check. So it's a healthy weight, 60. Now let's drop more weight and check whether the underweight clause is working or not. So I'll make it 45 and calculate, and it's a underweight. So this is how our BMI calculator is working. Now let's jump on to our how we can optimize this code. So guys, you can see we have used multiple if else in here. So basically this three lines are very unnecessary. We can optimize this code by using the ternary operator. So what we can basically do is we'll remove this snippet of code. Okay, so we'll remove this snippet of code uh, from line 10 till line 18 because it's unnecessary making the code look big. We can perform this operation in one line using ternary operator, and this is one of the best practices to do complex operations with one line of code. You will learn this when you work in any industry projects. So once you get a practical experience, professional experience, then this can be learned. You can try it also being a student for best practices in coding. It's not that you have to enter the professional line to follow this best practice. You can do it in your uh, regular exercise as well. So what I have done is I have used this wait status element variable, and in the text content I am specifying the result. So basically when the result is let's say 18.5, less than 18.5, so we will be passing a question mark, and then it will be underweight. So whatever block of statement we are adding in here, this will be executed if this is true, else our colon part will get executed. So we'll pass this colon in here, and in the colon we will give another condition. So the condition will be if result is, let's say, less than 25. Okay, result is less than 25. So first condition is if result is less than 18.5, pass underweight. If it is greater, then migrate here and check if result is 25. Then we'll give another question mark, and in that question mark we will pass healthy weight. Healthy weight. And if this particular condition is not true, then it's very simple. We will give another colon, and in that colon we will be passing overweight. So you can see guys, 10 lines of code we have simplified it to one line. So this is our optimized code. Let's save it first. Let's test it if it's working in our BMI calculator. So I'll refresh, I'll put in data again. So let's say I'm adding 76 again and 1.6 again, and I'm calculating. So you can see that we have got the BMI as 29.69, and this weight category comes under overweight. Next we will add and check for another value. This comes under healthy weight, and let me reduce more weight and check for underweight. So yeah, this comes under underweight category. So that's it guys, our 3 test cases have successfully passed, and the purpose of the video is fulfilled in here. This code which I have coded in the video, I will be sharing the GitHub link to this code in the description of the video so that you can access the code from there, the HTML file, and our script.js file we have already coded in this video itself. So that's it guys. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you think that I can make any update, I am always available. You can connect me on LinkedIn. You can connect me through comment section. And that's it. Thank you. Stay tuned for more such contents.